Yo, Capture Media, Gas Podcast. Top it up.
Chilling, big dog.
Chilling, chilling. So this topic, I wanted to I think this is important for like a lot of guys to understand this. And I think so. The topic is you have to want what you want in a woman more than you want a specific woman. A lot of times guys see women that are attractive, nice bodies, they have sex appeal. When you look at them, when you spend time with them, they might make them feel good in the moment. They might be sexy. They might do things to them sexually that blows their mind. But is she what you want in a woman, or is she just the woman that you want? And I think if men adopted the mindset of having an understanding of what types of traits that certain women who can have a healthy, productive, respectful relationship, I think that they were more. I think that they would be more focused on those things than just getting caught up in the moment and letting a woman, you know, utilize her sexuality, trap it, even when she's not a good fit for you. What you think, Tom?
I think before we go into that, you got to go back to how men date. Most men are not dating looking for girlfriends. We're looking for sex, and it turns into girlfriends. So I don't know. So maybe is it should we have this criteria for women that we even want to sleep with in general? Because here's the thing. I mean, you and I can attest to it. I don't really plan on finding girlfriends when I go out looking for girls. I find girls I'm attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good time. My goal is to try to be intimate with this woman and maybe get to know her. I hope she's a good person along the way, but I'm not going in thinking I'm gonna make her my girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean?
And I get that. I get that.
So maybe like, when do you think that should be implemented? Is it like before you even sleeping with them?
They go from I want to just have fun and sleep with this girl to I'm going to make her my girl,
So
right?
this during the sleeping process, you're vetting to see, like, while you're
Exactly.
sleeping with her, just having fun. You're seeing, like, is this worth committing to? That's when you start looking, because we need to
Or
be
I
very
think
specific.
force it. I think guys try to force it because they have good times, they have fun with this woman. They want to automatically make that woman their girl, or they get attached. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't allow yourself to get attached or see a future with a woman if she doesn't possess the qualities in a woman that you want out of a woman, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, don't confuse the two. Like you can have fun, but if you're not, so that's the topic. Like, don't what you want in a woman has to be more valuable to you than the actual woman. Because I think like men sometimes they get attached to an actual woman for whatever reason, and then come to find out that woman was a bad fit for them. Because I think that they didn't have their mind set on understanding what to look for in a woman of value.
I agree with that, but like I said, it goes back to how we date. So it's like we don't go in thinking like, you hope, like, when does this process begin? I think you're saying, like, process, I guess, begins while you're dating her, like you slept with her, or you're dating her, and then you start what, trying to pay attention to her qualities, or are you paying attention to the qualities before you even sleep with her, or like
Nah,
where
I think I think that you have to start to understand the process of categorizing, right?
Mhm.
A lot of men don't understand that there's categories. So when
Right.
you're sleeping with a woman and you continue to sleep with her, you spend more time with her. Obviously, you're going to start being put in a position to where you get used to each other.
Right.
And is you have to automatically start to assess the behavior of women from the beginning, so you can kind of understand where you're going to put early on, right from the jump. Like, is this a woman that I'm going to just sleep with and have fun with, or is she a woman that I could potentially like see myself, you know, dating more serious down the future?
So this kind of reminds me of another topic we had of men curving women silently. So this is kind of how that happens, right? So it's like I'm dating you, and you're cute. So I guess your how you act, kind of our previous episode with the Shaq thing, is kind of how you act kind of determines what category I put you in.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you're cute. That's how it starts, and then it's like you can be a wifey girl or the girl I sleep with, depending on how I hear what you say, the conversations I have with you, the stories you tell me, um, your overall just treatment of people, your just me observing you. I put you in this category versus this category. So the vetting process is happening continuously almost. So even if you're already sleeping with the girl, you're still analyzing behaviors and stuff that's saying, am I going to commit to this girl that I'm sleeping with? Is that the advice you're giving?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think that if you spend a lot of time with someone, even if it's like a relationship or like just a fuck buddy type thing, it's easy to catch feelings, right? Like, we're not robots, right? So at what point do you allow your feelings to get in between you making a rational decision? Right? That's what I'm saying.
So should it be not sleep with them in the first place?
Nah,
Or is that just
you have to put it in your head from the beginning. She would never be my girl. That's what I'm saying.
women gonna hate us for that. Why sleep with a woman you don't think is your girl? Go ahead.
I don't owe you a relationship. I mean, man doesn't.
I'm not fighting you, bro. I'm not fighting you.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, men don't owe women relationships. If sex is mutual pleasure, right? So if the woman allows that man to have access to her body, that means she finds value in him in some kind of way, whether it's got game, he's biologically attractive, right? It's just his aura. I don't know. But as a man, you need to be an understanding of this is just sex. If she doesn't possess those traits in a woman that you can potentially see yourself life in. So I'm saying. And a lot of guys
might sound messed up, but it's good advice to me. I don't see what's wrong with it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Men prioritize what you want in a woman more so than the actual woman. And I think that you'll be more likely to be more. Is more likely to be more successful in dating.
I can't see nothing wrong with it other than, the other gender just hating how it sounds. But other than that, it sounds good to me. It makes sense to me. I mean,
this is just more for like men. Like I said,
yeah,
men they get caught up, and then they get surprised, and then they always say, they felt, like they feel shocked or deceived. In actuality, you should have did your homework. You should have studied. You should have paid attention because you wanted that girl more than you were willing to like look at her behaviors, her characteristic traits. You wanted her so much that you overlooked her flaws. Now you're fucked. So I just want men to start off stoic and end stoic, right? Start logical and logical when it comes to how they mate. So,
sounds like loving logically, which is another topic we had.
yeah, facts.
So it's keeping your brain intact, even though it's not getting swept away into it. And I know it's difficult because women can be some of the most lovely, softest creatures on the earth, but that's the battle we fight. Like, you gotta understand that you can't get suckered in if it's not for you. That's a fair advice.
So
That's fair advice.
Yeah.
I don't see any misogyny in that one. Okay. Well, the comments will tell us.
Cool. Yeah, fellas, just be mindful, be vigilant, be intelligent when it comes to dating. Understand who you're with, understand their capabilities, understand their past, where they come from, and quickly assess what you want to do so that you won't get caught up emotionally into a bad situation. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, prioritize the things that you want in a woman more so than you prioritize being with that woman. And I think that you're less likely to fail relationships.
Fair enough. I ain't got nothing to add to that. That's just sound advice.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. The Guys Podcast, Capture Media. Todd, any closing remarks, man?
Nigga, I ain't got nothing to add to that.
I bet. All right, Brody.
Peace.
Later. Until next time.